What's up, everyone? I'm so excited to finally share this adventure with you. For years, I dreamed of exploring Vietnam, but this time I decided to do something different. I packed my bags, booked a ticket, and set out completely solo. No travel buddies, no group tours, just me, my backpack, and a whole country to discover. Today, I'm taking you on a solo journey through Vietnam, one of the most beautiful and diverse countries on Earth. From the emerald waters of Ha Long Bay to the golden rice terraces of Mu Cang Chai, every corner of this country is bursting with color, culture, and adventure. But here's the twist. This isn't just any trip. I'm doing it completely alone. No safety net, no familiar faces, just the thrill of the unknown and the freedom to go wherever my heart leads me. I'll show you epic destinations, from the lantern-lit streets of ancient Hoi An to the electric energy of Ho Chi Minh City at night. We'll wander through bustling markets, explore hidden alleyways, and soak in the vibrant atmosphere that makes Vietnam so unique. And I want to prove that solo travel isn't just possible, it's absolutely life-changing. Along the way, we'll dive deep into Vietnamese culture, share meals with locals, and discover how easy it is to make friends, even when you're thousands of miles from home. We'll explore jaw-dropping landscapes that look like they're straight out of a dream. Towering caves, misty mountains, and winding rivers that seem to go on forever. Vietnam's natural beauty is truly next level. I'll also share my best tips and secrets for traveling solo in Vietnam. How to stay safe, find the best food, connect with locals, and make the most of every moment. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your very first solo trip, there's something here for you. By the end of this journey, I promise you'll see why Vietnam should be at the very top of your travel bucket list. So are you ready to experience the adventure of a lifetime? Let's dive in and explore Vietnam together. First stop, Ha Long Bay. This is a place that feels almost mythical, as if it was plucked straight from the pages of a fantasy novel. The moment you arrive, you're greeted by a landscape so surreal it's hard to believe it exists outside of dreams. Thousands of limestone islands rise from emerald waters, each one uniquely shaped by centuries of wind and rain. These towering karsts seem to float on the surface, shrouded in mist, creating an otherworldly scene that changes with every shift of the light. And seeing it solo is unreal. There's a special kind of magic in experiencing this place on your own, with nothing but the sound of the water and the distant call of birds for company. It's a rare chance to truly connect with nature, uninterrupted. I hopped on a boat, stunned by the scale and silence. The bay stretches endlessly, dotted with islands that seem to drift in and out of the mist. Alone, you really feel the magic. Every moment feels personal, as if the bay is revealing its secrets just for you. Renting a kayak, I paddled through quiet lagoons and found hidden caves and deserted beaches, my own private paradise. Each stroke of the paddle brought me closer to secret corners of the bay, places untouched by crowds, where the only footprints in the sand were my own. Local fishermen waved as I passed, adding to the charm. Their warm smiles and gentle greetings reminded me that life here moves at a different pace, one that's deeply connected to the rhythms of the water and the land. No schedule, no pressure, just freedom to explore. I could drift wherever curiosity led me, whether that meant lounging on the deck, drifting in a kayak, or wandering a deserted beach. The sense of liberation was intoxicating. The highlight? Climbing to a viewpoint for a sunset over endless karsts. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the sky exploded in color, painting the bay in gold and crimson. It was breathtaking, a moment of pure awe that I'll never forget. The natural beauty here is overwhelming, from the wild orchids clinging to the rocks to the flocks of birds soaring above the peaks. Every detail feels alive, vibrant, and full of wonder. Ha Long Bay isn't just a tourist spot, it's a spiritual experience. In the quiet of a misty morning with the world hushed and still, it's easy to feel a deep sense of peace and connection to something greater. It challenges you to be present and grateful. Here, surrounded by ancient stone and endless water, you can't help but reflect on your place in the world and appreciate the simple beauty of the moment. If you're considering solo travel, put Ha Long Bay at the top of your list. It's a destination that rewards curiosity and courage, offering experiences you'll carry with you long after you leave. This place sets a high bar for the rest of Vietnam. The sheer scale and beauty of Ha Long Bay will linger in your memory, shaping the way you see the rest of the country. I can't believe this is just the beginning. With so much more to explore, Ha Long Bay has already set the tone for an unforgettable journey through Vietnam. My next adventure took me to Hoi An ancient town, a place that feels like it's been plucked straight from a storybook. As my plane touched down in Vietnam, I could already sense the excitement building. The anticipation of exploring a town so steeped in history and beauty was almost overwhelming. Hoi An is often described as magical, and from the moment I arrived, I understood why. Wandering through the old town, I was immediately struck by the rows of yellow colonial buildings, their faded facades telling stories of centuries past. The streets are blissfully car-free, which makes every stroll feel peaceful and safe. It's as if time slows down here, letting you soak in every detail: the wooden shutters, the ornate balconies, and the gentle hum of daily life. As dusk falls, Hoi An transforms into a glowing wonderland. Thousands of vibrant lanterns are strung across the streets and along the Thu Bon River, their colors shimmering in the water below. The entire town feels enchanted, like you've stepped into a living fairy tale. The sight of lanterns gently swaying in the evening breeze is something I'll never forget. Traveling solo can sometimes feel lonely, but in Hoi An, the warmth of the people makes you feel instantly welcome. Locals greet you with genuine smiles, eager to share their culture and stories. Whether it's a friendly shop owner or a passerby on the street, everyone seems to go out of their way to make you feel at home. I spent hours getting lost in the maze of narrow alleyways, each one revealing new surprises. Hidden temples tucked away behind ancient doors, and tailor shops where skilled artisans craft beautiful clothes right before your eyes. Chatting with the tailors, I learned about their traditions and the pride they take in their work. Every corner of Hoi An has a story to tell. One of my favorite ways to explore was by renting a bicycle. Pedaling through lush green rice paddies, I felt a sense of freedom and connection to the land. The countryside is peaceful, dotted with water buffalo and farmers tending their fields. Eventually, I found myself at Unveil Beach, a quiet stretch of sand where the only sounds were the waves and the distant laughter of local children. Hoi An is not just beautiful, it's also incredibly safe and easy to explore. Whether you're wandering alone or with friends, you can relax and enjoy every moment. The town's compact size means you're never far from a new discovery, and every street feels inviting and full of life. The magic of Hoi An truly comes alive at night. The lantern-lit streets, bustling night markets, and the laughter of locals create an atmosphere that's both lively and intimate. It's a place where memories are made, and where the kindness of the people leaves a lasting impression. Sitting at a street cafe, sipping Vietnamese coffee as the sun set over the rooftops, I realized I could have stayed in Hoi An for weeks. It's a town that captures your heart and makes you want to linger just a little longer. Up north in Sapa, the mountains are covered in endless rice terraces, absolutely surreal. Trekking here is a must. I hired a local guide and set off through the Muong Hoa Valley. Walking the terraces, meeting villagers, and learning about their culture was eye-opening. Staying in a homestay, sharing meals and stories, was the ultimate cultural immersion. Waking up to misty mountains is a memory I'll never forget. Sapa is challenging, but incredibly rewarding for solo travelers. If you want authentic adventure and real connections, this is it. In Da Nang, I found the perfect mix of city and beach life. But the main attraction? The Golden Bridge, held up by giant stone hands in the mountains. The cable car ride up is wild, and the bridge itself feels like something from a fantasy movie. Afterward, I relaxed on my K-beach. White sand, palm trees, and total chill. Da Nang is a solo traveler's dream, epic sights, great food, and a modern vibe. At night, the Dragon Bridge breathes fire. Seriously, don't miss it. Next, I visited Hue, Vietnam's former imperial capital. The city's centerpiece is the massive citadel, filled with ancient palaces and temples. Exploring the imperial city solo, I wandered through ornate gates and quiet gardens, imagining life centuries ago. A boat ride down the Perfume River took me to royal tombs and the iconic Thien Mu Pagoda. Hue is about reflection and history, a peaceful break from the usual adventure. If you love history and tranquil beauty, Hue is a must. Ninh Binh is like Ha Long Bay on land, towering limestone cliffs, green rice paddies, and winding rivers. I took a rowboat through Trang An's caves and rivers, gliding through silent, surreal scenery. Ducking into dark caves and emerging into bright landscapes felt like discovering a new world. Climbing to Hang Mua viewpoint gave me the best panorama in Vietnam. Renting a scooter, I explored the countryside. Every turn was a postcard. Ninh Binh is a photographer's dream and a solo traveler's paradise. Time for a new adventure, caving in Phong Nha, Ke Bang National Park. I explored Paradise Cave, a massive underground cathedral of stalactites and stalagmites. Walking alone on the boardwalk, I was awestruck by nature's artistry. Next, I tackled the dark cave, ziplining in, wading through water, and floating in a mud bath deep inside. Kayaking out, I realized Phong Nha is a world-class destination for adventure. If you crave something unique, these caves are a must. Ho Chi Minh City is pure energy. Motorbikes, street food, and non-stop action. Crossing the street is an adventure in itself. I visited the War Remnants Museum and Cu Chi tunnels, heavy but essential for understanding Vietnam. The real heart of Saigon is its street food. I joined a motorbike food tour, sampling everything from banh mi to pho. Eating on the street, surrounded by chaos, is where you feel the city's soul. Ho Chi Minh City is overwhelming at first, but if you embrace the chaos, it's unforgettable. Hanoi, Vietnam's capital, is a blend of history and energy. The Old Quarter is a maze of narrow streets, perfect for wandering and discovering hidden gems. Hanoi's coffee culture is legendary. Egg coffee is a must-try. Hoan Kiem Lake offers a peaceful escape in the city's heart. From chaotic markets to tranquil lakes, Hanoi has something for every solo traveler. It's the perfect place to end a journey, ancient, vibrant, and full of life. For my final chapter, I headed to the Mekong Delta, a world of rivers, floating markets, and lush landscapes. At Kai Rong Floating Market, I had breakfast on a boat as the sun rose, unforgettable. Later, I drifted through quiet canals, past villages and coconut trees, soaking in the peace. The Mekong Delta is the perfect way to wind down, beautiful, unique, and deeply connected to the water. It's a reminder of Vietnam's incredible diversity. That's it. 10 destinations, 1 solo traveler, and a lifetime of memories. Vietnam has challenged and inspired me in ways I never expected. I hope this video inspires you to take your own solo adventure. If you enjoyed this journey, hit subscribe for more epic travel videos. Thank you for coming along. I'm grateful for every one of you. Until next time, stay adventurous.